I don't know what happened there, friends. We just lost Big Deno for a little bit, but we're back. I was just going to show this. Yeah, something happened. My encoder just broke. That's what it said. This is my tracking file that I have. Oh, actually, I've got some new models to show. That's finished. Yeah, these are all finished. I haven't updated this for a couple of weeks actually. That's finished. Yeah, those are all sold. Yeah, I got two other ideas. My Orc Tribe and Robin Hood. Yeah, my Deal Guard models turned up, which is cool. Am I back? Can everyone hear me? Cool. Yeah, so this is my little tracking file. FER calls. Yeah, those are the only two projects I've got at the moment that I'm working on. Yeah, so wonderful. Mad dog. My camera's frozen. What's happening this morning, friends? What's happening this morning, friends? Everything's breaking. What a weird morning. Oh well, hopefully we're back. Yeah, these turned up. Deal Guard during the week. Thanks, Iden, by the way. Oh, thanks, Massive Cravat. What a champion you are. Thanks, Benny. What a champion you are. It's hype train time. Woo, woo. That was weird. Everything's breaking. We got a hype train. How good. Yeah, so I got this one. I don't actually even remember which ones I got. But these turned up. That one looks cool. I think I wish I got the Blind Archer, but I don't think I did. A bit annoying. Oh well. And then I got this one which I really like, which is the bust for the big tree dude. That guy. Thanks, champion. That one. That's a good one. So you missed this chat, Benny, about my my floating cyberpunk city and my Ultimate Fill project. They're the two big projects for, will probably almost be next year, but I'll probably start this one this year, I think. I'm contemplating buying a 3D printer so that I can do this one. Yeah, I'm fucking cutting sick. This one's going to be awesome. I'll send you the clip for this because I talked through all my plans. It's going to be mad. Yeah, look, for all the new friends that have just joined Big Deno, let's go have a look at my putty and paint profile, shall we? I think it's on here. So So this project, pretty much all these projects in the last, this one, I did this on stream. See how close I am to being a gold artist on this website? Yeah, I did this one on stream, friends. So you can go back and watch that if you're interested in seeing how I did that. It's pretty straightforward. I did this one on stream. This very small project. Did that on stream. All of it? Most of it. What did I paint off stream? I think I started the little elf dude off stream. No, I finished the elf dude off stream, that's right. That one's a banger. Did this one on stream. How good. How do you get gold on putty and paint? You just have to be a good looking bloke, mate. Nah, it's honestly, try not to read too much into this number. You know, I've posted works on here that I felt were awesome and they've, you know, scored 80. And then I've posted works on here that I thought were pretty ordinary and people just resonated with them for whatever reason. So, you know, as an example, right, that diorama, that's my favourite diorama I've done, the Hera Models one. It got a 92. This chick got a 93.3. You tell me. But I do think overall, it's about there's a little bit of promotion. You know, like I have a leg up over most people that post their works because I post pictures of it on my Instagram. And people that are on Putty and Paint will go and vote on it because they know it exists. That's pretty cool. I like that. Did that on stream. I think I did that blood drop on stream too, which is cool if you've never seen how to do that. Pretty good. This is a small project that I may have done. If anyone hasn't seen it, let's just watch a lovely video right now, shall we? Fucking good stuff, Deno. Some of your best work, mate. Fuck, remember when we did this? It was months ago. When actually was it? When did I actually do this? I'm on Putty and Paint. We'll have a look in a second. Yeah, we went out hunting dinosaurs. Yeah, very amusing. June, so I would have started it in April. Yeah, no, I'm not getting the new Spirit Bust. Yeah, started in April. Crazy. She was fun. Did that on stream. She was awesome fun, but I feel like it's a bad photo. It's I feel like we lost a little bit of the vibrancy of the colours in this photo. Yeah, Ben agrees. This one, however, is a good photo. The green on those lights isn't intense enough when I look back on that. But so much about this I like. So much. Oof, I gotta decide what my favourite project of the year is. That's great. That's a great dude, that one. Good metal too. Jeepers, Deno. Here you go, here's another diorama. I've been fucking on fire this year, haven't I? Look at these, the hair's really good on that, the beard. Look at this. This scored 96.1. This pissed on my votes for the other one. Wow, that's a good diorama, really, isn't it? Let's have a look here. Wow. Come on. Get some good, 1440 HP. How good. Get that quality up here. Look at that. What a diorama. 10 out of 10, Deno. One of your best. It was an interesting interplay of light on that. It was a good project. This is probably my favourite project of the year, this one. This little dude with his axes in the... Yeah, I think this is my favourite project of the year. It's just balls deep. Just throwing some fucking fluorescent magenta up here. That was one of the first streams I did this year. We did Wind Rider. Yep, I did that one. Also on stream. I don't feel like this is a very good paint job. But my God, did it vote well. Don't know. Here's a fantastic bust from Big Child. Happy with the... I'll tell you what I was happy with on this. That face down the bottom, man, it was awesome. It was so orange, and it was detracting from the overall piece. So I took it and I turned it into a very cold colour, and I think I did that on stream actually, because I remember I was looking at it just going, wow, it's drawing too much focus, it's too intense and saturated. So I literally grabbed the airbrush and sprayed some Achillean green contrast paint and just turned the entire palette of that into a cold palette, and all of a sudden it was just fucking awesome. Okay, Deno, great skills. Northern Wind, get it done. I've got to send Francesco an email and see if I can get some of those new paints. Use my political clout. G'day, Wampa. This was actually the very first figure that I started painting on stream. No, sorry, ended painting on stream. I didn't do it on stream. This was my model that I did test paint job on. But geez, I did a good job on that skin. Absolutely nailed it. That tattoo on the right hand shoulder, or the left hand shoulder, was good. The pectoral tattoo is good. That one's shit house. That one sucks. And I even painted the back there too. What a mad dog. Yeah, that's one of my favourite models. Alright, we'll stop going through memory lane in a second, but we'll just get to Oz and then we'll go. Then we'll go back to painting this dude. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's another bad photo, but the intensity of colour on this piece, she was so vibrant. It was surprising how intense those colours were. I was really pleased with that figure. Really pleased. The green feathers are shit house, but everything else is good. This is good. Massive Miniatures, Arian, very nice figure. Didn't do a good job on the the branch is nice actually. I didn't do a good job on this skull piece bit. I think I was a bit bored of painting it. Here we go. Last piece we'll look at. And Big Deno Collection of Fame. Yeah. The Wizard of Oz, this one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. That's Shadows of Colours, the legend. I I wonder how many people actually pick up on the fact that it's a Wizard of Oz take. Because I know I talked about it a lot, but if you were to just pick it up and have a look at it, I wonder if you would draw that connection. Because you've got red boots, the red slippers, you've got Toto with a gas mask, you've got Emerald City in the background, you've got an oil kit. I don't know, there's a lot of subtle hints. But I don't know that there's that many overt this is a Wizard of Oz thing other than Emerald City. That was good fun to paint that. Good fun to paint. Alright, let's turn this off. Let's go back to painting this fun friend. Pastel blue. I spent a lot of this stream gibbering, really. Not a lot of this stream painting. Come on, Dino. You may have noticed, well, you probably wouldn't have noticed actually, but Big Dino gave you a couple of gold votes, mate, on a couple of your recent pieces, so you're very close. Very close. If you're no, so the way that Putty and Paint voting system works is actually it's statistics based. So every gold vote is a score of 100, every silver vote is a score of 80, and every bronze vote is a score of 60. And they get aggregated over the number of votes. So it's not quite an average, like you don't get an average of those things. So for example, if you were to get 100 gold votes, you score maybe 99.5. If you were to get, but even then I don't even think you'd get that high, because I know Kirill's top piece on Putty and Paint's got 100 and something votes, and it's only 98, I think. Have a look. But every one of those pieces sort of adds to the average. Oh, that Chris! Whoa, Dmitry Faseshko is on fucking fire! Holy shit, Dmitry. That is awesome. Yeah. So for example, Hush, which is the #1 project on Putty and Paint by Kirill Knave, and it's loading up now. Great Kirill. Kirill, Rafa, Arnau, Sergi, Arnau, Pizarski, Patrick Masson, Michael Contreras, Masculins, Arnau, Patricia Sancho, Albert Faseshko, Popovichenko, Masculins. The top page is just a fucking who's who of painting. I love it. When this fucking thing loads, I'll be able to tell you. It's sort of, it seems more complex than it is, but it's just it's a numbers game. So yeah, Kirill's got 241 votes on Hush, and its score is 98.9. And if there is anything other than gold votes in there, I'd be surprised. So 240 gold votes result in a score of 98.9. Just imagine that every one of those votes is drawing you closer and closer to the overall target of 100, but it's not an average. So every time you get a gold vote, it draws you closer to the 100, every time you get a silver vote, it draws you closer to silver. So if you get a silver and you're at 90, it'll go down because it's trying to draw you closer to 80. If you get a gold, it'll draw you closer to 100. But as you get more and more votes, the increments decrease how much it draws you closer to that. So if you have, I think it's about 14 gold votes, that'll put you at 90. But if you have 13 gold votes and 1 silver, you'll be in the 85s, 86s. Because I tried to figure this out a couple of years ago. I was like, I don't understand. I need to understand. And so I was a premium member, and so I could look at the votes, and so I'd upload a piece and I'd be like studying it very hard and trying to understand why that one was a silver and that one was a gold and blah blah blah. So I figured it out, and then I stopped worrying about it. So if you want to get a gold on there, the best thing you can do is have a social media presence that allows you to let people know that it exists, because the number of votes that you get is impactful on your score. I mean, that's a very good theory, and it works most of the time, but it doesn't always work on there. And that's fine. Exactly like that. And it makes very little sense, but we all smile and laugh and go, huzzah. Yep. G'day Rapid Transit, but don't forget, and this is, I guess, part of the problem with the putty and paint system, is if your friends vote you fairly and are like, well, that's a silver, mate, I'm going to give you silver for that, that actually lessens your chances of getting a gold or getting a high score, because the silver draws your average closer to 80. So, and part of the reason why people dislike the putty and paint system is if you were to vote the way that it was properly scored at a competition, you're actually unlikely to do well. So sort of the unspoken rule is you either vote gold or you don't vote at all, which again isn't ideal, you know. And so I try to vote fairly on my friends' pieces, and I don't think I've given out many bronzes. But if it's someone I don't know, then I will usually avoid voting unless I believe it's a gold. Yeah. I am pretty keen to paint those Soulblight Gravelords models that we're getting. They'll probably arrive in the next few weeks. We'll probably do those over Christmas, I think. There's 5 models, I think. Should be good. Should be good fun. Alright, so this fur down the bottom, not good fur. Don't love it. Not a fan of it. Iodine, I probably would paint one of them, yes, but I haven't got an idea for them yet. And I don't go out of my way to paint Games Workshop stuff generally, unless I'm doing a commission or really jazzed for the figures, like I was with Curse City. So my next few months of television should be good. Season 3 of Titans comes out on Netflix in Australia. I know everyone in America's already seen it, but that's on December 8th. I'm pretty pumped for The Witcher Season 2, which comes out, I think, December 14th. And I feel like there's another show coming out mid-December or near December as well. It's pretty exciting. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head. And then the Wheel of Time dropping every week for the next 4 weeks. Pumped. Yeah, Discovery. That was the other one, Discovery. Which has been pulled to Paramount Plus. Now, I decided, Topolis was chatting about it before, I decided I'm going to wait till all the episodes drop for that one. Because there's only 6 episodes, so yeah. Hawkeye's just like one of my least favourite characters. Every time Hawkeye's on screen, I just think about that meme, which is at the Battle of Avengers and in New York City, and Hawkeye's like, I brought 24 arrows to this fight. Yeah, I killed 24 aliens, you're welcome. Nate's Miniatures, yes indeed, mate. Wheel Time it's living up to my expectations and exceeding them in some cases, and I am jazzed for it. Really enjoying it thus far. Book of Boba Fett's another one. I think Benny and those other guys are raving about fucking the Star Wars TV shows. I haven't even watched Mandalorian yet. Maybe I will watch that in the next few months, but I'll get around to it. They did, yeah, because it's now owned by Paramount Plus, so they literally pulled all 3 seasons off. One of my mates was in the middle of watching it, and he rocked up to watch it the next day and it was just gone. It's pretty rough, really. Yeah, I'll get around to watching it, I'm sure of it. I watched the first episode. Thanks, NJ Deadhead. And I remember watching the first episode of The Mandalorian and thinking, I'm not that much into this. But it was fine. Yeah. Peacemaker. Does look good. John Cena! Oh, The Wire. There is a classic show. That might be the highest rated TV show on IMDb. It'd certainly be up there. I'm gonna go look because I feel like it's. I know Planet Earth by David Attenborough is up there. Planet Earth, Breaking Bad, Brand of Brothers, Chernobyl, and The White. Wow, Chernobyl fucking skyrocketed, didn't it? That must be a good show. My girlfriend watched that on the plane when we were travelling overseas, and she was like, "Oh my god, it was so good." Yeah, she was absolutely frothing about it. Wow, there was a period of time when Game of Thrones, it's in 13th. Arcane is in fucking 12th? How is Arcane just getting absolutely fucking smashed for votes? That's awesome. Maybe I will have to watch it. G'day, Conrad. Sopranos in 14th. Wow. Maybe I will watch it. How's Anna going, top? Tell her I said g'day. Whoa! Kung Fu. What are your thoughts on this one, mate? I think you should be very pleased with it. It's a very, very good job. Would you like any feedback? So, first observation, these lines here on a female are usually less pronounced. And so that can make a figure look older or more masculine when you make those very harsh and noticeable. Even when the sculpt's got them, you usually want to try and avoid harsh lines here. The second observation is the highlights on the hair are really good except for the main ones at the front. So if you think about your light source and the viewer's position, the highlights on the hair should not be, if you like, you have a look at this one here, the right hand side, the bit of hair sitting here, that's perfect because that's like a 90-degree angle from where the light's coming down to where you're looking at it. That's where the reflection sits. But if you look at the top bit, the reflection is at the bottom of the hair, which is actually incorrect. So the highlight needs to be further back in the hair based on the light and where the viewing angle is. I think the colour palette's inspired. Great choices of colours. The skin tone and the hair works really well together. I love that slightly greeny brown tone for the thing, and the red. It's all nice and working harmoniously. However, I think if you were to throw this model into a grayscale, what you'd find is you don't have any distinction of volumes. So you've got nice contrast in each of those individual volumes, right? Like you've got light to dark in all of those areas. But there's no contrast of this is a dark section and this is a light section. You know, so the skin and the hair, they can both be bright. That greeny stuff would be better if you had a much darker overall value just for that section, because that'll reinforce the lightness of the skin and the hair. The weakest part of this whole figure is that fucking twig things on her shoulders, man. They're shit house. Absolute shit house. But everything else is really good, man. I feel like it's your best piece. I don't know if you feel the same way, but yeah, definitely, you know, like things are starting to come together for you in your head and how you do things. How's Hush coming along, Conrad? Ah, Tui! What's going on, you superstar? Late for you, buddy. Captain Carp. G'day, mate. Things are going well. We've got the Wheel of Time fantasy show happening. We're painting this great figure. I've got 2 massive dioramas in play, ready to go. It's going to be glorious. Can't wait. So I got one problem with how this piece is coming together at the moment. This guy's cool. I like how this guy's looking. But when we put him beside this guy, haha, nice. When we put him beside this guy, there's a little bit of, you know, the colour palette's not feeling quite together. So I may need to do some airbrushing on this just to maybe grey up a bit. This guy is a little bit too intense. We'll see. I'm gonna probably try and do all three of these chaps, and then do the skin tones, or then do all the metals last. So we'll have a few streams of just painting true metallic metals towards the end. Correct. Yeah, spot on. Sort of where I'm struggling at the moment, which is potentially not a bad thing, right? So here's a rule of graphic design: warm colours come forward and colder colours recede. So given that this chap is at the front of this piece, you know, it's probably okay that he's a little bit warmer because he's at the front. So it's more likely that he'll have warmer tones than the dude at the back, and it'll help reinforce the distance. However, yeah, we don't want them to look we don't want them to look like they're in a different environment. Let me explain. This is what's going on. I'm super jazzed about this project. I was up till 2 o'clock last night just fucking researching LEDs. So this is my next project, alright? So this bit down here, this is the base, alright? So this is a flat black base, like so. I've then got this pipe, which is going to be metal pipe, hopefully, that's going to run all the way around the back of this piece. It's going to be black as well, and it's going to be hollow so that I can run cables and shit through it. I'm going to get a guy to build this for me, I hope. And then at the top of this piece is going to be where everything is actually attached. So I want to work on a floating city. Like, I want it to actually look like it's floating when you see it. So if I take a normal photo with a black background, this pipe, I'm going to hide most of the pipe anyway, using cities, buildings and stuff. But there'll be this whole bit down the bottom here will just be a strip of nothing to give you the visual impact that this is a city that's floating, and you can't see anything that's holding it up. So all these bits here are just going to be like cyberpunk buildings, you know, like shipping containers and you know, floating neon signs. You know, this is going to be attached to the side here. There's going to be like some train tracks maybe in the middle. Yeah, this will be the same scale as Camelot, 75mm, because I bought all the models. So yeah, maybe like a train tracks running through the middle, like power generators and heaps of pipes. So pipes will run all over it, and these pipes will actually potentially sink down underneath. So I really want to lean into the fact that there's a you know, a bottom of this, and then the second part of this project. So I bought pretty much every 75mm figure from Nico Galaxy. They're all cyberpunk chicks. So the second part of this is I want to use LEDs, and I'm going to wire all LEDs. So we've got flashing neon signs, we've got you know, blinking lights, we've got television screens flashing, etc. But I don't want it to be like detracting from the paint job. So I want the paint job to look like it's a super cool finished paint job, like on a piece that you would see on putty and paint. And then I want it to also have, when you turn on the LEDs and the UV lights and the other lights, that it creates a different story. So those two things are going to be interesting to try and figure out. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do much of it yet, but this is the vision. So it's all about a floating city where you can actually see that the city is elevated, and a lot of LEDs. No, I don't think we'll have this starting until next year, probably. Yeah, it's going to be my next Camelot. It's going to be the next Camelot. Let's have a little Hugo update, because the little baby boy he's having a rough day. This is the project I'm working on right now. That one should be fun. Here is the little dickhead. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, mate? Just hiding in the blankets. How good. It's so funny. He's such an idiot. Yeah. Correct. Yes, that is the plan. We will use fluorescent paints, and then we'll try and incorporate some UV lights so that when you turn all the lights on, you'll have blinking neon signs, you'll have stuff, and then the UV lights will be strobing and changing the colours and changing the story. So yeah, I really want to lean into those two things. A piece that completely changes when you turn lights on, how it looks. And this was my observation about this type of project, because I've seen other people do this sort of project, right, on the internet, and those people, without trying to be too disrespectful, probably aren't as good a painter as I am, and so the strength of their piece comes from the lights. So I actually want to do something where the strength of the piece is the fact that I've painted it the same way as I would paint any of these, but then there's a whole second element of the story. Which is when you turn the lights on, the whole piece changes. So we're going to need to do some test models, some test figures and so forth. And find some good UV paints and some fluorescent paints and what have you. The actual construction part of the piece, yeah, we were just chatting about that actually, Tui. It's interesting because I haven't watched it, but maybe I will have to. Yep, that's pretty much exactly what happens. I'll be lying in bed and I'll be like, oh, that's a cool idea. I'll have to try that. Thank you. Lydia is lesbian. I appreciate that sentiment. Anyone can do this though. Don't trick yourself into thinking this is something anyone couldn't do. Anyone can do this. Except for maybe Topless, because he's a thief. Yeah. There's a lot of people been telling me it's good. Benny and Bucks were telling me about it the other day. They're like, yeah man, it's fucking awesome. So maybe I'll have to Thanks, Lydia. I've got some fluoro pigments back there. Yeah, I'm not sure what the best approach is going to be. I feel like my philosophy on just about everything is I always buy stuff because people are much better at doing things than I am. So I'm not going to try and do something that someone else has already done better. Well, Tui, that's a glowing recommendation, mate. Jets Ken, thank you for the raid, you superstar. I would give you a shout out, but I still haven't fixed my shout outs yet. So one of my mods can hopefully help out there. Ben, time for you to do something, you useless fuck. Here's something else I did recently. Doesn't work, Wampa. I haven't got it fixed yet, mate. Haven't got it fixed. Topless. Like I literally just said, you absolute peanuts. So I'm really good at fluorescent paints. Another thing Big Dano just carves up at. Because the trick is you just paint white before you use them. As soon as you do that they work fine. And you need to do a couple of layers, but you know, that's just part and parcel of using fluorescence. So I'm not concerned by that. Where I think I'm going to struggle is finding UV paints that will interact with UV light. So, but I've got the little UV light from Green Stuff World, which I used to cure UV resin. Which I can test your light. Test your light. That's pretty good. It's a piece of shit though. The battery's always fucked. Cooked. Thanks, Jetskin. Anyway, I've got a UV light here. So we can test out what it looks like. Test. I just remember that song from when I was a little tacker. Test your light. Oh no, combat. Okay, Ghost Raven. Alright, what sort of little pattern do we want to do on this? What sort of pattern? Let's just do a little sponges. Ooh, Wampa. Ooh. Good. Good, Wampa. Oh, it's body paint though. That means it'll come off. Okay. So I think we'll use orangey white colour. Because corpse paint is a very bad idea. Alright, let's go with... Yeah, I'm just going to use the same sort of patterns that I've used in the last one. So... Thanks for the memories. No, I'm gonna try and airbrush some dirt and grime, which hopefully that will just lean into a little bit. Like, it's so much harder to do. Second fucking side. Ooh. Can you just pop that into a whisper for me, Tui, so I can do some research on that? Or just send me a message on Facey or whatever, if you can. Because I'm unlikely to remember. Thanks, buddy. Oof. That feels bad, man. So we're just roughly sketching out the position of things at the moment, friends. It's okay if it doesn't look very good because, well, I'm not very good at doing this, but we can also clean it up with the purple. So. So yeah, we'll do some airbrushing to neaten most of this up. Well, when I say neaten, it's not gonna neaten up my shit painting, but it'll neaten up the what I'm doing now. G'day, Cooch! What's doing, you superstar? Everyone should go follow Cujo on Facebook. He's an amazing painter. And YouTube. It's a pity he's a dickhead. No, he's alright. He's pretty good. It's Angus who's a dickhead, eh? Ah, Tui. I love it, mate. I love how absolutely bonkers you are. This is literally on the back of a model. I shouldn't even be painting this. I'm excited to see it, Tui. Thank you, Winter Storm, for following. Alright, that'll do for the moment. Let's do some airbrushing, eh? Thoughts all over the world tonight. Oh, whoa! Let's use this turquoise color. Why? Because it was the first color I grabbed. I wish I got the bust. Topolis took my copy. Uh, Yeah, painting a bad sculpt is tricky, man. I did see the new Lucas one. We were talking about it earlier, and I said, I don't know that I'm going to get it. I love Lucas. His technical sculpting ability is fantastic, but recently he's gone into subject matters that I am less interested in painting. Yeah, painting a bad sculpt's really tricky. Yeah, just a bit too, like he's leaning a little bit too much into the little friend, storyline. There's always just like a little friend, and let me say this: I'm excited that someone is doing something different, and I have no qualms over Lucas's sculpting or his, he's an absolute king. He's one of the only people I've ever been starstruck to. When I spoke to him at Monty a few years ago, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just spoke to Lucas Pena. Wow. But yeah, just something about the subject matters is not resonating with me at the moment. So hopefully they'll change at some point. But because he's my favourite. He's my favourite sculptor. Maybe Charles Aegis has overtaken him actually recently, just for that very reason. It's the subject matter. Oh, cool. Gotta see your boobs, hearts all over the world tonight. The power of the airbrush. Has the ability to turn my painting into something that is pretty okay. I'd be lost without airbrushing. white and maybe just some little orange spots. Good. Another reason I dislike doing true metallics, I've got to go and redo all of that spattering and texturing on this metal after I've varnished it. Boo. Boo. So my next project after these three big friends, what should we do? I don't think we'll have Ultima Thule, and I don't think we'll have Nico Galaxy projects underway. I've still got plenty of research and preparation to do before those. So what's it going to be? We'll have a look at the collection after this, I think. Maybe put up a poll. Yeah, that was actually the reason I was doing. Well, one of the reasons I let everyone decide which one we'd do. But yeah, true metallics is a bit of a challenge for me these days, so well, I say that, but I feel like I've got it on lockdown. So, whoops! Good one, Deno. One of your best, son. Yeah, don't think we'll do a second Crusader night. No. Yeah, come on, water. Don't think we'll do a second Crusader night. No, I don't actually think I've got any historical stuff sitting over there other than these chaps. Yeah, Daz wants me to paint a Blood Bowl team. He wants me to paint some Black Orcs for him. Hey, Wedge. Well, I've got a couple of Games Workshop commissions on the go, so I probably won't do them soon, but I did like the Black Orcs more than I liked his other fucking pitch. Those Dark Elves models are shit. No, he's still sitting there. I'm going to do him. He's still sitting there. I'll probably do him off stream actually, because I need to get him done soon. Ooh, Space Marines, Cujo. You kiss your mother with that mouth? Alright. Let's have a little zoom out here. Let's go through everything I've got sitting up here actually, and we'll decide what we're going to add into the vote. Alright. This Minotaur I got because I really like the figure. I was contemplating using it in my Orc diorama, but I don't think we will. So we'll do a standalone Minotaur. This is a great sculpt. I love it. So the Minotaur. Thanatos from Michael Contreras. Fantastic sculpt. Fantastic paint job from Mark Masculin's. Wow. That guy's the king. Indeed, we have Morrigan, which is a beautiful piece and is a possibility for our next one. This one we're not doing because it's a part of my orc diorama. So that one's off the table. We've got two more of the Ignis art, Pixie and Fatuous. I'm going to wait to do Pixie until I get Natalia's version that I bought. Fatuous, possibility. I'll add her to the pile of possibility. Ooh. An old classic. Another old classic. GW 987, indeed we are. Indeed we are picking a new project. The next one. I've got these two Hera busts, which I like. We're probably not going to do a bust. Probably going to do a figure because we've just done 3 busts. So figure's probably what I'm leaning towards at the moment. But I'm keen to paint these. These are great little figures. So the Vampire Lady, this one. So this is a sculpt from Journeyman Miniatures. It's called the Morrigan. Alright, we got this one. Polaris, the Northern Star. That'd be nice. Wonder if we should include her in the big Kickstarter, the one that we're doing, Ultima Thule. She looks like she could fit into that. Not feeling her at the moment. This is Soul Hunter. This is an old school piece from many years ago, from Terrible Kid stuff that a number of people have done incredible versions of. Very nice figure. Pearl, also from Ignis. She's like the mermaid one. Great. What's this one? Oh, this is a bust. This is Kane. I can't believe we didn't end up painting this guy, actually. He's a great figure. I might put him in the soon pile because I haven't done a Carol Rudy figure for a while. These two I'm going to do in a little vignette with the two of them side by side, and I'm contemplating we may add a third one as well. This guy reminds me of General Kale from Willow. General Kale at last, my queen. Awesome. Yeah, look, we're getting there. Oh, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, maybe we could do that. That could be fun. I was going to paint her up. She's like a Valkyrie. It's pretty cool. Betrogard from Limbo. Good non-metallic metal figure guy. Shiale. Yeah, my collection sort of got a little bit big recently, which is not ideal. Hey, this is the one that Necromancer painted recently. Very nice figure. I wouldn't mind doing this actually. This could be quite nice. Ooh. This could be the go actually. Think about that. Yeah, I got a lot of models, mate. But actually I haven't got that many when you think about it. Yeah, Necro's did really good job. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've got 26 models in my collection to be painted. That's not that many. I know people have got thousands. This one's not on the list. This is the Goblin Wolf Rider from Black Crow, Snicked. He's not on the list because he's a part of my Orcs diorama. Wolf riding dude. He's a no. This is a Severax and Solrax. This is a thing I'm going to eventually do with Dave Colwell. It's Black Sun diorama. We're going to do the two of them together. I'm going to paint them both. What Brom one is this? I remember having a Brom one. Which one is it? I do not recall which one this is. Oh, it's Lost Notes, the chick playing the harp. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a nice one. Yeah. You got it, Cooge. All over it. Yeah, I've got a lot coming. I've got quite a few coming, but I normally paint like a model or two a week, so I don't know. If I don't find anything that strikes my fancy for a while, then I'll have, you know, nothing to do for a while. Look at this. Look at this magnificence. I don't know. I still don't know if I feel like doing this just yet. Yeah. Well, if you want to get into like really crazy shit, man. Have a gander at this one. Good on you, Conrad. See ya. $37. This is his first ever one. Speed up, sharpness. Oh. Wow. Look at the folds, man. She's just going to be so good to paint. Lucas. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Lucas, you're everything I would like to be. Look at his hand. Yeah, he does them all by hand, mate. Look at the hand. Look at that. That's what I love about him. He just... the shapes that he does in hands and faces. No, mate, I got it second hand because I did not paint display figures when he released that. Go on, Cujo, ask the question. I know you want to ask it. Go on. I think I paid, at the time, I thought it was an absolute bargain. The dude was like, oh, I don't know if I really want to sell it. I'm just fucking really want to keep it. It's fucking collector's piece, blah blah blah. But I really need the money at the moment. I said, look, mate, I'm not here to rip you off. You tell me how much you want me to pay you for it, and I'll decide if I want to pay that much. And he threw the figure up, and I was like, send me a PayPal. Send me a PayPal. It was like €250, man. Like, he charged me €250 for that, which is a lot for a single figure, right? but I paid 600 for the witches. Both of those felt like absolute bargains. Baba Yaga, yeah, I reckon I could get, if I just waited for the right buyer, I reckon I could get double that now. Just, yeah. So I don't know. So there's part of a reluctance for me to paint them because of that reason, you know, because it's that sitting there. I could potentially get a shit ton more for those if I was to sell them secondhand, but I just don't think that I want to. I think I'll paint them at some point. I don't need the money, so. Bust. So we're not going to do Gonaya from Alternative Miniatures. Alright, so let's narrow it down. I've got about 12 models here, so I don't feel like painting a lot of feathers, so we're going to knock her off the list. She might go in the diorama, so I won't do her. Betrogard, bit of non-metallic metal. I like that one. Shale, I like that one. Let's consider those two. Pearl, the Ignis chick, let's consider that one. Let's not consider the other Ignis. Let's consider that. Let's consider that. No. Yes. Alright, I'm not going to do Morrigan. I'm going to save her for Christmas, I think. Have a nice little Christmas project with her. So we're going to trim it down to these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models to choose from. For the next one, I'll do a poll. Here we go. Someone's messaging me on this fucking thing. What's it called again? Straw poll. Great. No. Which model should Lena paint next on stream? Choose an answer. Alright, so this one is called Lael from Diogard. There's that little card. Actually, they gave out some pretty cool things. Well, if you've got access, g'day Bucks, if you've got access to a 3D printer or a friend with a 3D printer, you could just print off some pretty cheap, and that's a good way to practice. Yeah, these are fucking nice quality cards, by the way. Look at these. Great. Yeah, I wish I got the blind chick. We got this one. Jakandar, Jakanadar. I'm not including those because first of all they're busts, and second of all I feel like I want to get better before I do them. So. Alright, so this one, Lael from Diogard first. Yeah, he's cool model. Cool model. Lael Diogard. Next one is this Minotaur. I will do them, mate. I will do them, and we'll probably do them on stream, but no promises. Minotaur Nocturna. He's called Shield Breaker. Nocturna. Love this figure. Love this figure. Haven't done a beastie for a while. Some good volumes here to work on. Super fun. One. Woo! Thanatos. Michal Contraros. Yeah, exactly, the Figone one. And I actually painted the Figone one many years ago. It was one of the first figures I painted. Fuck, I wonder if I've still got a picture of that. I think I have a picture of that on my blog. find you the picture of it. Pearl from Ignis. Aha. That's Big Deno's work from many years ago. That was posted 2017, 4 years ago. I was really happy with it at the time though. Felt like it was probably the best piece I'd done to that point. So, it's good. Alright, we've got Pearl from Ignis. And then we might do Shale. Limbo Miniatures. Create poll. There you go, friends. Get amongst it. Tell me your thoughts. As always, I shall save my deciding vote for towards the end, because I am the best. Okay. I'm happy with how this is going so far. That came out fine. Alright, let's look at the two of them together actually on the base. This one's the third one that I've got to prepare. He's not ready to go yet. Great figure, that's my favourite one. Alright. Okay, the first observation I have is that, let's zoom out. I just zoomed out. This shield definitely needs something done on this part of it, so I'll have to do that. Probably want to bring the hair highlights around a little bit further. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, actually don't look too bad. Yeah, I think I probably just need to tone this down just a smidge. It's a bit saturated, so the other option is I add more saturation to this. Hard to gauge without the other one done, really. But I do think I need to tone it down. Yeah, I mean, this shield is quite warm, so it sort of doesn't go too bad. So yeah, maybe the right option is add more warmth and saturation over here. I've been trying with this piece to not just, you know, punch people in the face with the colours, if you know what I mean, which is something I'm very often guilty of doing, is just going too heavy on colours, but it feels like it may be a mistake for me to not lean into what I'm good at. So tomorrow is Party Monday, friends, and I'm actually contemplating shelving this project for a little while. The box that I purchased didn't have one of the bits, the arms, and Sunday for me right now. Sunday for me right now, Cooch. It's Sunday morning. So rather than start a piece that I don't have an arm for, I may put it all down and wait till that arm rocks up and then come back to it. Two downsides with that. Thank you, friends. Two downsides with that approach. The first being, there's been times in the past where I've had a project on the back burner and then just never come back to it. In fact, there's 3 of them sitting up there right now. So I'm worried that if I go, yep, I'm done with this project, I'll come back to it, that it may never get come back to. So that's concern number 1. Concern number 2, which is probably a bigger concern because I really like these models, I'll definitely come back to them. I sometimes find that I change style or technique in a very short space of time, and I find myself unable to do something that I may have done a few months ago. Where I'm like, hang on a second, how the fuck did I do that? I don't even remember. And then I'm just cooked. So I don't want to have this project be sitting there not done and then come back to it and be like, hang on a second, how the fuck do I paint like this? But I think we will. I think we will shelve it, just so I can paint that whole final piece as one. Or potentially the other option is we paint the standard part of the standard bearer and then we start. But if we're gonna, it's Party Monday. No one's enthusiastic about painting a fucking standard bearer on Party Monday. We'll do something great. Oh, Phoenix. That's true. I actually did that a little while back for something. I can't remember what it was. Phoenix, Ben, Bucks, give Phoenix a shout out or something. Let's find Phoenix's page because he's a great dude. Oh, Phoenix, I'm living the fucking dream, mate. Thank you. Everyone, go follow this mad dog on the Twitches. He's a great dude. Get in there. You know, Phoenix, I'm going very well, mate. Thank you. We actually just did a poll on what piece I should paint next. So I'll pop the link in there. Would love to hear your thoughts, Phoenix. Would love to hear your thoughts. Oh, look, mate, it's okay. Oh, Wampa's already on it. Yeah, we've done two so far of the trio, but just got to work on harmonising everything and making sure everything looks good together. Which at the moment it's maybe less so. What are you working on, Phoenix? I haven't fucking seen you stream for ages, man. You need to post on Instagram more, dude. Yes, if you're not already following Phoenix, friends, please do. Very, very excellent painter. I have one of his pieces sitting on my cabinet. He's a legend. I feel like I haven't seen anything of yours in socials in ages. What's the vibe like for Golden Demon over there, mate? Everyone pumped for it? Wasn't Iron Painter or Iron Skull pretty good? I don't recall. I don't stay super abreast of UK competitions, unfortunately. Okay. Oh well. Kick some goals, mate. Goblin. For all new raiders, we're just really excited about Wheel of Time at the moment. Anyone else watch Wheel of Time? Watch Wheel of Time? Liam? You got like 17 kids or something, don't you, mate? You wouldn't have time to watch Wheel of Time. Yes, latest episode was the best one yet, in my opinion. Really landed the tone of the books well, whilst being, interestingly, a fully unique show creation, the majority of the episode. But it captured the feel of the books very well, which I liked. Oof. Here we go again, friends, back into the world of lockdowns, and how great. Love it. What an interesting time we live in. Say interesting without intending offence to anyone who've been impacted or affected by COVID or this last few years of craziness. Oh, all over the world tonight with love and light feel. Well, we're going to be drawing this stream to a close very soon, friends. This is a beautiful Sunday morning, and I have many things to purchase from the shoppos today. But I am pumped for Party Monday. Oh, look at this great stuff. Like to say the song till the dawn is mine. Can't get on. Yes. Bizarre times we live in, isn't it? Cooch! Thanks, mate. You didn't have to do that. A little bit of airbrushing, and then we'll call it a day. So the airbrushing I'm going to do, I'm going to tone everything down, I think. Space Wolf's grey. I'm going to use a paint. I'm going to use a Scale Fantasy paint, which is a little bit more consistency. What colour? Despair Green? Oh, maybe this one. Maybe Ryland Grey. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do with this is just, I talk a lot about saturation. Many people talk about saturation. If you're unfamiliar with the term, saturation is how vibrant and intense a colour is. The way you desaturate a colour, make it less vibrant or intense, is you mix in a little bit of grey, black or white. Are technically also versions of grey, so you can mix in black or white, and that will have the same effect of desaturating a colour. So what I'm trying to do right now is filter some of these colours with a greyish tone. So we're desaturating the overall colours. This should be relatively subtle in most areas. In some areas I'm leaning into that a little bit more. Oh, is there a new TKS out? No? Oh man, apparently there was a new Spira and now there's a new TKS out last night as well. Wow. It's kind of low peak. Whoa! That is awesome. Boom. Boom. Wow, that is a gloriously cool figure. TKS do some unreal stuff. It's a Karl Kapinski piece of artwork. How good is that? Karl Kapinski, you fucking mad dog. He's the old guy who did a lot of the artwork for the Empire Games Workshop range back in the day. The Empire, some of the best artwork. Halberdiers, great stuff. That's nice. I'm a fan. Alright, that has helped a lot actually, I think. Let's do a varnish and see how that looks. Yeah. I like that. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Am I gonna be an optimist about this? It'll. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I think that's helped a lot. My feelings about the two of them sitting side by side. Very, very good. But we do need to just smooth and refine aspects of both pieces. And now I feel like this, we just need to bring a little bit more highlighting back into the fur, just so it has a more furish texture. And we'll just try and use some greyish tones for that. Blue-grey tones. Something like this. Let's try that. That may be a bit bluish. Yeah. Yes, there is a Raceland figure which is done by a company called Nocturna, and they also did a figure that looks a little bit Tasselhoffish as well. The Raceland figure though is dead set straight up and down Raceland figure. So I don't remember the name of the Nocturna one though, the Raceland figure. Someone will come to the rescue, I'm sure of it. I'll see if I can find it for you. Yep, Good. Yeah, it's straight up and down Raceland, so there you go. Actually, one of the few I haven't painted from Nocturna. Yes. Did you ever read the Companions of the Hall, the Drizzt and Bruenor and blah blah blah, those guys? I did a diorama of them. Cool. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I'm pleased with that. I feel like that's helped a lot with how I feel about this dude and this dude. So, cool, friends. Let's trundle off and find some great human being we can raid. Let's do that. Whom can we raid? All right, we've got Impending Duff. Who's this guy? Hawks. Mini painting endurance stream, Halbernacht. Have a look there. Unexpected doing. Oh, he's doing Thanatos. Might go have a little bo peep at that actually. Thanks, Al. Thank you, friends. Yes, you're all champions. Dressler. Monster Den. We've raided Monster Den before. Nice dude. Slacks. Let's go have a look at Slacks. Got one viewer. What's Monica doing? Thanks, Tui. I miss you, buddy. Hopefully soon we'll see each other. What are you doing? Wasabi pie. What are you painting here? That's that Slaanesh with the thing. As you all know, friends, I do like rating on people that are newbies. Hey, here's my poll again to decide what we're going to do. Stephen.
Hey, horns. I'm going to do the horns now and just work my way down a little bit.
Let's go raid this chick. She's got 2 viewers and we're one of them. So let's help her with that situation, shall we? Good, friends. You're all legends. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night for Party Monday. I hope you all have a fantastic day or evening. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night where we'll do something. I don't know what yet, but big Deno. Thanks, Phoenix. Go to bed, you lunatic. Big Deno out. Right.